All right, so to use our calculator to actually graph and find x-intercepts or zeros of a function, all we're going to do is go into y equals. So up here, we're going to y equals. So I'm already there. So and we can type in any kind of function. It doesn't have to be something that has integer x and intercept. So I'm just going to make something up here. So I'll do something like x squared minus 5x plus 2. Okay, so if I want to find the x-intercepts for this thing, I'm going to do zoom 6. It's always a good place to start the standard screen. So I can see here, they're definitely not integer answers here. So if I want to find those, probably the easiest way to do it, actually there's two ways to do it. One of them is to push second and trace. It brings us to the calculate menu. And option number 2 is 0. Okay, so I push 2 here. There are two x-intercepts here, so it gives you the prompt. It says left bound. That just means you want to be to the left of your x-intercept, and then it'll say right bound, be done to the right of it. So there are two x-intercepts. So for finding the x-intercept on the left there between 0 and 1, it's in a good place. So I'll just hit enter. Then it'll say right bound. I'll use the right arrow to get below it. Hit enter again. And then it says guess. There's no need to guess because there's only one x-intercept there. So I'll just hit enter again. So I get approximately 0.44. 2 decimal places is fine for us. Okay. If I want to find the other one, I do the same process. Second, trace, option number 2. And I just need to be to the left of that x-intercept. So I want to get away from the other x-intercept on the left here. Okay. I'll hit enter. It doesn't matter where you are as long as you're to the left of it. And I want to go to the right of it. Really all your calculator needs you to do is to be above and below the x-axis there. And then it says guess. I'm just going to hit enter. Okay, and it gives me the other x-intercept, so approximately 4.56. You could also go ahead and find your x-intercepts by going back to y equals. And essentially your x-intercepts are when y value is 0. So in y2 you could just go ahead and put in 0. And instead of doing the option on the calculate menu to find the zeros, you could do second, trace, intersect, because now I have two equations. So it'll say first curve, second curve, so I just enter, because there's only 2 of those. And guess is important here now because there are 2 x-intercepts. So if I want to find the one on the left, I just get closer to it, hit enter. And if I want to find the other one, I do the same, second, trace, number 5. And it says, first curve, second curve, enter. Okay. And then for guess, I'll move it closer to the other x-intercept. And here we go, and hit enter, and it gives me the other one. Okay, so that's how you can use the calculator. Hopefully this helps out, and if you still have questions, feel free to stop by.